Watch this video if you want to learn how to develop discipline in your life. So first, before we even get started, let's talk about what discipline isn't. Discipline is not something that people are just born with. It's not something that's exclusively reserved for other people. Just like anything in life, discipline is a skill set that you cultivate through consistent action. So if you don't have discipline, life is going to be extremely difficult for you. You're probably not going to feel much satisfaction, and you're most likely not going to have really good fulfillment or happiness in life. I can guarantee that's because of a lack of discipline. If you look around at people who are not, in a good place in their life, they're not happy with, their progress, where they're at, you can almost always trace that back to a lack of discipline, because you're just not going to be able to achieve things without that. So as far as actually cultivating discipline, you need to be able to, first and foremost, have a goal in mind, something you want to achieve, something that, an outcome you're looking for. So, once you have decided on the outcome, let's just use fitness as an example. That's pretty straightforward. Most guys want to be in shape. They want to build muscle, have a lean physique. So let's say that's your dream outcome. Now, we have to break that down a little bit further and decide what are the daily tasks that need to take place for me to actually achieve that. So, there's endless resources available for free on the internet on how to achieve pretty much anything at this point. So what I would encourage you to do is take a look and, figure out what needs to happen. So just in this case, simple stuff, eating the correct foods, learning how to track your macronutrients, and also physically going to the gym and lifting the weights. Those are really the only two things that you need to do, along with, proper recovery, make sure you're sleeping and stuff, to achieve, a decent physique in even a relatively short amount of time. So once you have those specific tasks that you need to do for you to achieve the outcome you're looking for, you need to commit to doing those every single day. For me, I know when I, want to start a new skill set or learn something different, it's kind of a struggle at first to get that momentum built. But what's so important is when you're approaching your day, and for me, I like to write down my critical tasks the day before, as far as what I need to complete, because once they're on paper, it's harder to avoid them. If they're just in your mind, it's easy to kind of brush them off and not actually do them. So first, I would recommend writing down those key tasks that you need to do for you to achieve that specific outcome that you're looking for. The next thing is, the world is going to do everything in its power to keep you from actually committing to it and taking the necessary steps for you to get that outcome you're looking for. So one thing to know is it's really going to be important to practice a high level of self-awareness when your mind starts to tell you, oh, it's okay to skip this today, it's okay not to do this today. We can all relate to that, I think, where we kind of play these stories up in our mind where we're like, oh, I'm not going to do this today because I didn't get enough sleep, or, I got stuck in traffic, or some excuse will, our mind will drum up for us not to do what we need to do. So once you start to notice that happen, and it will take some practice and consistency for you to notice that happening, you need to grab that and be like, no, I'm doing it anyway. And once you kind of have, grab that power back, you take that power back from your, your mind who's telling you not to do it, who's giving you that out, that's when you're going to start to, be able to develop discipline. Because if you can do that one day, then do it the next day, then the next day, and the next day. And you're going to want to do that for a long period of time. And eventually you'll have that built up as a habit. And the discipline is going to allow you to build habits quickly that positively impact your life. So working out's, an easy example. Let's say you want to start a business. That's another, thing that's going to require a lot of discipline from you. So it's the same exact principle. You would just write out the outcome you're looking for. What are the tasks that need to take place for you to achieve that outcome? And then actually commit to doing them every single day. And with discipline, it's something that it's momentum, right? You're going to start to gain momentum when you commit to doing these actions. But it's one thing to really know is just if you break that momentum, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to get it back, right? You're probably going to fall off for a few days, potentially a week, potentially a month. but you can't let that happen. So you got to first and foremost be aware, when that's happening to you, and then take the necessary action to revert that and stay consistent on your plan. So just a little insight from me today on discipline, what it is, in my opinion, how you can start to cultivate it through basic actions. For me, what's really helped me personally is a program. It's called 75 Hard. You may or may not have heard of it. It's from Andy Frisella. So it's basically, a mental toughness program. It develops, positive character traits so that you can, get the things that you want in life. And what the program basically is, it's 2 workouts per day. One has to be outside, reading 10 pages, drinking 1 gallon of water, taking a progress picture, and also sticking to a diet without any alcohol. So sorry for the car noise going by. It's not a good spot to film. But yeah, I would encourage you to check it out. That's helped me immensely get my life on track, start earning, good income, get, back into shape and all that, right? And I'm on my own journey with fitness right now. I'm currently starting to cut some weight. So I'll be kind of keeping you updated on that. Anyway, if you're struggling with discipline, drop it in the comments, or maybe you're not struggling with it. Let me know what you did that's helped you personally. I'm gonna be posting these types of videos all the time, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys soon.